Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the forecast, the pre-game show here on Manchester Storm TV. I'm your match night host, Aidan Millen. I'm joined as always by your Storm TV commentator, Max Artis. Tonight, the Manchester Storm look to get their first home win of 2024, and they take on a Coventry Blaze side who've won every game so far in 2024, but not their home game the other week against the Manchester Storm. Max, how do you think tonight will go?
It's going to be an interesting contest. These teams are fairly evenly matched, and it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a real tight one. With how they are in the standings in recent form, Storm need to get back in the win column and kind of prove themselves to climb up and challenge these teams. Coventry is one of those teams where they're going to give you a hard run all game, but Storm are up to it. We know that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, we had the home game last week against the Sheffield Steelers, who hadn't lost the away game all season so far. 3-1 down at the end of the second, things looked pretty bleak, but then the Storm came with one hell of a comeback in the third. Just couldn't quite see it out in the end, but there's certainly signs of life with the Storm.
Yeah, tons of life, tons of offense. Once it gets clicking, this team is going to be unstoppable. It's just a case of as and when, and tonight could be the night. Tonight could be any night. As soon as it gets going, as soon as they get rolling, Storm are going to be a force.
And some sad news this week where Andreas Heyer had to leave the Storm for family reasons, which means it gives Callum Fryer a chance to move up into the lineup as a forward.
Yeah, it's always a shame to see a guy leave, especially on those terms. You don't want to see that happen. But wishes go out to him, of course. But with one guy leaving, like you said, another guy gets a chance, and maybe some more time on the ice for Connor Lee as well.
And going into ones to watch, who do you think will shine for the Storm tonight?
For the Storm, I'm going to pick Cam Critchlow. He's been a bit quiet, but I think he's going to get a boost, and he's going to be all right tonight. I think he's my one to watch.
Ones to watch for me tonight would be Matt Murphy. He's been solid all-round D-man for all of the season. Putting goals up has been the trickiest part for Storm so far, and we really need the D-men to contribute on the offensive side as well, and we know Matt Murphy can do that.
You sure can.
And for ones to watch for the Coventry Blaze, who do you have your eye on, Max?
My eye is drawn to number 61, Luciani. He's got pretty much an even number of goals and assists, 13 and 12 respectively. He's their top point scorer for a reason, and he's going to be a threat, not only scoring goals but setting them up as well.
And for me, it's going to be Johnny Curran, the GB International. He was with the Blaze last season. Spent the first half of the season away, but he came back recently, and he's come back with a bang. So, going into predictions, Max, what do we think?
Well, I've been a bit off recently. I got close with the Steelers one, and then Storm turned it around and made it a game. So I think with this game being tight, like I said earlier, I'm going for another tight scoreline of 3-2 in favour of the Storm.
I'll take 3-1 and an empty netter.
Oh, sounds good.
And thanks everybody for joining us on the forecast. We hope you have a great night with us.